one committee before Nimi Briggs. So three committees, and committees that you instituted, you are unable to, implement their recommendations. You put the committees together, and so that's on the one side for me. I mean, why would you not be able to implement your own committee's recommendation? You put them together. Nimi Briggs was the last one. If there are points of those those recommendations that you didn't like, remove them and do the one that you can do.
Yes.
That's one for me. I don't know why the president is not thinking that he should intervene in this matter right now. That's the second thing for me. Why can't he call them together and resolve this matter? The last one for me is this, and it's a big question that I'll be asking. One of the solutions that people have been profiling is that universities should be autonomous and that they can market, their product. Try and let the people come and let them be able to pay their own salaries, run their own institutions themselves with minimal interference from government. But I'm asking a question. What we have today, is it possible for the VC of UI, the VC of OAU, the VC of Uniben, the VC of Nsukka to go to Ghana and market their universities? Why don't we have international students in our universities in Nigeria?
Lecturers here.
Why are lecturers not going, are the lecturers coming here to do their sabbatical? That is what we should be thinking about. If Nigeria cannot take its university abroad and market them,
Absolutely.
if we cannot take them to elsewhere and say, we have quality education, come and buy. I mean, the majority of people that also study in all those universities that we're talking about, all of us want to go to Harvard, want to go to Princeton, want to go to Oxford. Why do we want to go to those universities? Maka made a statement yesterday. He said when he went to University of West Scotland and he entered to the toilet, he said it's a place where he could even sleep. And I said, my friend told
even
me
the hostels
something
here,
that
if you don't want to sleep there.
hostel, my friend who's in the development sector said, toilet is a point of development. When you enter into a toilet of a particular institution, it tells you how developed that institution is, the level of its development. And so, it's our institutions, are they marketable?
Is it a product that anyone would want to buy?
Exactly
and
my point. So that's my point for me. So ASU, federal government should be thinking along this line. Whether federal government is not listening to ASU, ASU is not listening to federal government, is something that is a sign of chaos in our nation. And so we should think about it.
Yes.
We should get to the point where our universities are marketable.
Absolutely, because we've talked about
how do we get to that
beyond
point?
negotiation and some of the things.
Question. So ASU and federal government should be answering that question.
Yes.
How?
It's beyond the that's why I think it's beyond
this.
this.
09 agreement.
Yeah, it's beyond that. Because we always find ourselves back at this table.
Yes.
Exactly, because I feel like one of the reasons that they're not selling the universities, whether to Ghana or to the UK, trying to get people to come, is because our standards are just not it. I mean, you can't sell what we have. So is it going to be on the universities to develop it to the extent that we have to sell it, or is that for government to do before the universities begin?
I can answer that question a little bit. You see, the government will have to gradually withdraw from being the Father Christmas for these universities.
Okay.
Gradually, and I meant gradually. I mean, like if you look at 2009 agreement, that revitalization fund, all the fund that they required should have been constantly been given to them gradually, and government hands up and say university,
you
please
now start to
pay
take
your own
responsibility.
salaries.
Yes.
So we pay you some subvention. We have a percentage of subvention we give to you, but pay your own salary, take care of your own things. Be innovative, be ingenious.
Yes.
What are the professors doing in the university where they cannot provide for us things that can make university survive on its own?
Yes.
It shouldn't be that they will always be expecting the federal government will be paying them all the money every time. See, we need student loan in Nigeria. Students need loan. They need bursary. They need. We need. What do you call them now? Sponsorship.
Yes.
For students, we need people to give them, different sources of funding, so that even the poor can go to school.
Exactly.
If they are fit to go to school. Not that poor will go to school because it is cheap, and then they can just go to school because they are able to. You go to Miracle Center, I got 5 credits, and then they can go to university. No, if you are brilliant enough to enter universities, then you can enter universities because there is loan. There's an option of loan. There's an option of bursary for you that can make you survive. There is different things, sponsorship and the rest. But all of these things are not available in our universities.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. And in the past, I used to be on the fence. You know, it's hard to really, especially as a journalist, know who has the most of the blame, whether it's government or ASU. You're always trying to balance things off. But then there was the story from about Goodluck Jonathan yesterday saying how in one night he decided enough was enough, and then he called. I can already see that she has reservations about that.
Patience with that.
He called a meeting that resolved it. And, you know, I look at that, and more I'm beginning to agree with those who feel the president doesn't want this strike to end. That is why it hasn't ended. Because if he truly wants it to end, he has the power and the abilities to make it happen. So I feel like right now where I am this is all on the doorstep of the government. That the fact the students are still at home 6 months and counting, the fact that this strike has been it's taken an indefinite turn, all of that right now. Maybe it will change eventually, but for right now, I feel it's on the doorstep of the government. They can change that if they want to. And again, it shows the level of importance that they place on education
and the future of this country, to
and
be honest.
You know, do they have a dog in the fight? Perhaps not, which is why it's easy to just wash their hands off what's going on and, you know, see how things just deteriorate. But I feel like if anybody's looking for who to blame, they should be looking at government.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not going to judge. I mean, people are saying they should prescribe ASU. No,
yes.
That argument doesn't even hold water.
It doesn't make sense. But Jonathan should not make us think that we have forgotten history.
Well, for a moment, you know, when I saw for a moment though, I was like, is it not the same Jonathan administration, you know? But I understood better when I read it, and he was like, at least what he did was call them. Oh, yes.
And that's the point where I believe that the president should talk about this. He should intervene.
He should just let things, you know.
Let people say, okay, I'm giving the ministers the chance to handle it.
Exactly. If they're not,
if it appears that they're unable to handle it,
then get involved.
Exactly. You give two weeks ultimatum. What happens? It's been more than a month. 2 weeks ultimatum is over. Nothing's been said. Nothing's been done.
The Minister of Education had traveled abroad. I think he just came back.
Well,
it's unfortunate. Within all of this, that, you know, the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors also lamented 6 of 10 doctors are leaving Nigeria. This was, I think, a few days ago.
The figure was 6,000 something in the period of time that President Buhari has been in power.
Right. He said Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has said 6 out of 10 doctors in the continent, doctors in both the federal and state tertiary health institutions in the country. The NARD president, Dr. Dari Ishaya, disclosed this in an interview. Ishaya said, as of the last time we issued the questionnaire, we found that out of 10 resident doctors, 6 of them are planning to leave or have the intention to leave. The statistics we had then was in December 2021. So it's either they are planning to leave or they have thought of leaving. Identifying the reasons behind the development, Ishaya said, as we speak, I'm aware that a lot of my colleagues are working towards leaving the country, and there are lots of factors responsible for that. The push factor is majorly the economy. So, I mean, it feels like nobody's going to stay with a bad product. And that's the honest truth. Even when we go back to ASU, we're talking about how our universities, we need to start
them on television. We see them on newspaper and blogs. You know, as they graduate, you see how they had their children graduated from this wonderful universities.
They go there, carry flowers.
Exactly. So they don't trust these institutions. That's why they cannot put their children there. But see, doctors, it's not just about doctors. That's why when doctors are saying that doctors are leaving the country, look, it's not just doctors. Even people with tech knowledge, those with ICT, those with IT, all of them are equally living. Ordinary Nigerians want to live. Ronke said, if they have not left, it's because they don't have the means.
They can't afford it.
If you have the means to leave Nigeria, I'm sure people will not even look back.
I mean, a few weeks ago, one of the banks trended on Twitter, I think it was, and they said they were having issues because a lot of their IT people had gone and they've not been able to replace them. So there was a vacuum, and then because more and more people, of course, are still wanting services from the bank with nobody to
handle this.
Yes, there was like a breakdown, and it just shows where we are. Someone recently said that Nigerians are not ready for the rot or the the sorry state that we're going to find out that this country is in after this administration leaves office. Like everywhere there is dirt there's about to be discovered, and it would only be after this administration leaves office before we'll know the real extent of the trouble that we're in. So those who are just need to come in thinking I want to be president, they really do not know the work that's waiting for them, because it just seems like all this.
Were they really going there to work?
Well,
scenario of people who are ready to go and
when President Muhammadu Buhari was trying all these many times that he tried before he got it, he was trying to come and work now. Now we have seen the work, obviously.
All right.
Such a pity.
For the doctor that you're talking about, we'll take a break. You see, underfunding of the healthcare facilities by Nigerian government has been one very important factor we are not talking about. There was a declaration in 2001, they called it Abuja Declaration, that recommended that allocation of 15% of the budget to the health sector must be sustained. In 2001, all the heads of state in Africa gathered in Abuja and held a meeting on how to improve the health sector. And they declared that 15% of annual budget of every nation should be dedicated to healthcare. If you want to know the problem, that's one the beginning of the problem. See, today, government is thinking of spending 19-point-something trillion naira for budget 2023. Guess what? 12 trillion out of that is deficit. So how are we going to get the fund to allocate 15%? We'll borrow again. God bless Nigeria.
Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Hello Bayo, ojo ọ̀nà márosẹ̀ yẹn ni mo wà báyìí. Níbẹ̀ lọkọ̀ mi dẹnu kọlẹ̀ sí. Kódà mi ò ní.
Dákun lówó pé tó láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú pé yìí.
Rárá o, kò jẹ́jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kí nìdí?
Ìpè yìí ṣe pàtàkì gan ni.
Ó bá ti rìsáàjì ń gbà náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ṣùgbọ́n mi ò sí níbi tí mo ti lè rìsáàjì báyìí.
Ó ṣe kúkú yáwó pè lẹ́ǹkan.
Yáwó ìpè kẹ̀ báwo?
Pẹ̀lú Glow Borrow Me Credit, o lè yáwó pè kó o sì san padà lẹ́yìn náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló rọrùn. Ìwọ sá ti pè *321# kó o sì jẹ́ láṣẹ ibẹ̀.
Lóòótọ́, ó ti lọ wà jù.
Glow ń dúró ti ní nígbà tó jà jùlọ.
Báyọ̀, bí mo ṣe ń sọ lọ, ọkọ̀ mi dẹnu kọlẹ̀ níbi.
Sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, sanwó lẹ́yìn náà pẹ̀lú Glow Borrow Me Credit.
Glow Unlimited.
Àwọn ọmọ mi máa ń yà mí lẹ́nu ní ṣá. Adùn ní kì í jẹ́ kí 3 crowns milk tí mo fẹ́ràn jù hàn mi. Gbogbo ìgbà ní Yínká máa ń raṣọ ìgbàlódé fún mi tó dé ń tiẹ̀. Kì í jẹ́ kówó ìsàpòrò mi sé lóṣooṣù. Torí ẹ̀ mi ń ṣaláì lóhunkóhun. Wọ́n tiẹ̀ ti ń gbà á lérò pàápàá láti mú mi lọ sí Dubai láìpẹ́. Kí n lè fojú mi kòrókòró rí Burj Khalifa àtàwọn ibi mèremère míì.
Ó yá o, àǹfààní tiẹ̀ náà rèé láti jẹ̀bùn ìrìn àjò lọ sí Dubai fún màmá rẹ̀. Ra àwọn ọjà 3 crowns tó tó ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 2 náírà. Kọ̀wé láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ màmá rẹ̀. Fi ránṣẹ́ lórí ayélujára www.3crowns.com.ng. Màmá rẹ̀ lè jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tí yóò fi ìrìn àjò sílùú Dubai ṣèfàjẹ́. Ìpolongo yìí ní ìlànà àti òfin o. 3 crowns milk, ìlera àwọn màmá, ayọ̀ ẹbí.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston and Suspension for Children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Brustin and Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
Say you wanna feel that boost? Allow me to introduce Amber energy drink. No more shutting down, we're going up. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go ahead and tell somebody. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go ahead and tell somebody. Say, what are you waiting for? Yeah, now you can do more because Amber energy drink there for you. Amber energy drink there for you. No need to go too far. You can find it where you are because Amber energy drink there for you. Amber energy drink there for you. Yeah, yeah. Amber there for you. Yeah, yeah. Amber there
Amber Energy Drink. Stimulate the energy in you.
For a very long time, I was in a toxic relationship with my partner. I kept making excuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I need to refresh. Maybe I should log out and log in again. Maybe I need to go out and climb that tree. And maybe it's just bad. But not anymore, because I found the perfect partner. MTN Broadband. With its reliable and wide coverage, no more maybes, just goals. So, hashtag MTN Broadband and I for life. Hashtag relationship goals.
MTN Broadband. Get yours today and enjoy internet bliss. Visit any MTN store to get yours now or visit www.mtn.ng/broadband. MTN Broadband. Data that's got you covered.
Chauffeur Matsu Ejo. Monto Mijo. Shondu Mwenu. Mondu Mominu. Big toilet cleaner. Yeba. Obonara Pereni. Chauffeur Matsu Ejo. Monto Mijo. Shondu Mwenu. Mondu Mominu. Big toilet cleaner. Yeba. Obonara Pereni. Ondon Gidigan Kishero. Daddy for dear. Flush leg. Aju. Amo Ado. Polisi Kokoro Aru. Adu Mwenu. Chauffeur Matsu. Oh yeah. Ṣàṣà lọ ra ojúlówó Happy toilet cleaner tuntun tó wà nínú sáchẹ́ẹ̀tì kí tọ́lẹ́tì yín lè mọ́ ní ìlọ́po 10. Ó fọ tọ́lẹ́tì mọ́ gidi gan. Owó ẹ̀ sì mọ́ níwọ̀nba. Torí náà máa fa àkókò ṣòfò. Tètè lọ ra Happy toilet cleaner £30 tiẹ̀ kó o sì rówó púpọ̀ tùjọ.
Àríkẹ́ ojú rẹ̀ ṣe akọrẹ lọ báyìí.
Bọ̀dá wà sún ewé fímílẹ̀ òjé alọ́jà òya.
Ọjà àyà bíi ti bó o túmọ̀ sí pé ọmọ lo mama ATM sọ̀bù ẹnu.
Bọ̀dá wà sí ìwé dákun ewu tún ni mama ATM POS.
Mama ATM ní gbogbo ntajà tó ní sọ̀bù ń lò báyìí. Ìwọ wo sadé tó ní sọ̀bù nísàlẹ̀ ọjà lọ́hùn. Gbogbo gbala ń bára máa ń wo sọ̀bù rẹ̀ tọ́jà rẹ̀ sì ń yan kíákíá. Torí wípé ń lo mama ATM POS. Ìyẹn nìkan kọ́ àwọn bára tó bá tó ara nǹkan lẹ́yìn dòdò sọ̀bù rẹ̀ àtúmọ̀ ara research card. Eléyìí tó tẹ̀ jáde lórí mama ATM POS. Àwọn bára máa ń gbowó lórí mama ATM POS machine. Wọ́n á tún fi owó sórí ìdìkúdà DSTV, GoTV àti StarTime lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Sọ ti wá mọ ìdí tí sọ́ọ̀bù sadé fi gba ìbúbọ̀ ládùúgbò báyìí tó sì jẹ́ pé kò ṣe mọ́wọ́ ní fún gbogbo ń bára rẹ̀. Ọ̀jẹ̀ yára tètè lọ gba mama ATM POS. Káwọn ń bára rẹ̀ mọ ìyá ń kẹ̀tíkẹ̀tí.
Ó ní ṣe wá gba mama ATM POS machine.
Kàn sí mama ATM ní nàbà 6A Ọ̀lànìyàn Fagbemi Street off Mobile bus stop lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ for Live Center Ìyàgànkú GRA Ìbàdàn. Nílùú Èkó Suite 18 Aláùsá shopping mall Ìkẹjà 0809 950 0554. Mama ATM gba owó pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn.
Ìfẹ́ mi ẹni lọ́jọ́ ìfúnni lábẹ́rẹ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pẹ̀lú abẹ́rẹ́ aládàágún fún ìdáàbòbò ara ẹni yìí a lè ṣeré ìfẹ́ fóṣù 3 láìsí fòyòyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀.
Bí báwo?
Máa fa ẹran itan mi máa sì gàbẹ́rẹ́ yìí sórí itan tí mo fà káde máa gbádùn ara wa lọ fóṣù 3 nìyẹn.
Abẹ́rẹ́ kẹ̀ ṣé yẹn wà nínú ẹ̀?
Kò séwu ìfẹ́ mi abẹ́rẹ́ tíntínní ni bí eléyìí.
Àkíkà ó ti gún kódà ó mìíràn rárá.
Ṣé bí mo sọ fún ẹ.
Bó o bá fẹ́ lábẹ́rẹ́ aládàágún fúngbà àkọ́kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ìlera fúngbà ní níyànjú. Fàlàyé nípa àwọn ọ̀nà mìíràn láti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ oyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀. Tẹ́ẹ̀ta AG1 lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lórí Airtel. Kó o dẹ̀ tẹ 30 tàbí kó o lọ sórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára discoveryourpower.org. Ìpolówó yìí wá látọwọ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó ń bójútó ìlera ẹbí Society for Family Health. Pẹ̀lú iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń bójútó ètò ìlera.
This is not the start. We've always been proud. Rocking and rolling as fantastic men. We still giant night and day at the shrine. Ox in, press play, and do the legwork to buga until the morning. We get louder from playlist to playlist. It's not just music. It's what makes us loudly Nigerian. With over 82 million songs, download Spotify for free and discover all your Naija hits today.
Every morning is an opportunity to take your hustle to the next level. So, start every day with a great tasting cup of Nescafe 3-in-1. Just add water and enjoy the perfect blend of coffee, creamer, and sugar with that rich, creamy taste you love. To help you start strong and make every morning count. Start strong, finish strong. Nescafe.
As investment in knowledge pays, so education is the best legacy you can give your child. Not just any education, but the right education. At SureStats, our focus goes straight on giving your child the right education to make them relevant for the current world needs. We are passionate in training your child to study, think outside the box, and create. All classes are open for registration. Please do make reservation as soon as possible to avoid disappointments. Study is STEAM focused, and we run a dual curriculum. We We offer creche, playgroup, junior school, secondary school, and after school. Our preschool opens from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. For inquiry, visit 1 and 9 Elebu Layout, Oluyole Extension, Elebu, Ibadan, or call the number 0808-400-4006. You can also visit our website at www.shorestartschool.com or send a mail to admin@shorestartschool.com. Think quality education. Think Sure Start School.
As football season won't start so, everybody don't ready to land for them location. Hurricane, Ihanacho, De Bruyne and Co. Don't show EPL Boston. Benzema and then Spanish League boys don't reach La Liga too. Giroud, Lukaku, even Pogba don't follow enter Serie A.
Serie A day.
Everybody don't show for the new football season as it dey hot on Top Go TV.
Now so, my people, now bigger season with Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, Europa, FA Cup and more. Also ready yourself for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Recharge your decoder now. Make you fit touchlight all the better football on Top Go TV. Go TV. Love it.
Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. You're still hanging out with your favorite breakfast show hosts on Splash 105.5 FM on Mondays and Tuesdays. You can catch Oluwaseun, Akinola and myself from 6:30 a.m. On Wednesday, you catch just Shewa Akinola from 6:30. On Thursday, you will catch Charity Jerome from 6:30 as well. And then on Friday, we all converge. We meet up.
That's what I call the 3 for the price of 1.
Yes, 3 for the price of 1. So
TGIF edition.
Yo.
All right, so we're looking at some of the stories from this week. And of course, we cannot talk without... I mean, Wike finds himself in the news every week. And this week, I think I was watching him on TV dancing Buga and Pepe Dem.
He has a sing tune or a sing tune that
Really?
they call it. Yes, he has his particular song that every time he's I think
coming
when
up.
as in the pepper as they sweet us and go they pepper them as every event that he attends and he's speaking, it's like they have a cue when he begins to throw some shots, and then they start to sing the Pepper Dem song. Like
people that hype him, they know that that's what he
I don't know. I don't know if I'm right, but the Yoruba people started this thing.
They sing that.
Really?
Ekilo
These songs, particularly at political rallies,
yes.
and then you sing this jamboree. But I don't know. I may be wrong. Please don't
just
quote
back
me.
and forth.
Yeah, this kind of brick brat and but look, when Ruben Abati, took a swipe on Wike, I was wondering why would he do that, but I do not understand why these old men, I was telling Charity, why these old men were exchanging words in this way. Are you saying those? I mean, if they call for a resignation, look, if they call for a resignation, it is within their right to call for a resignation of anyone.
Why, absolutely.
People have asked Buhari to resign. People have asked Buhari to be impeached. People have said different things about PMB, and that's the president of Nigeria. And Buhari did not come out to say they were children. Even his aides did not say that. They find a better way to express their mind about such calls. But you coming out to say members of your party, I mean, including governors, sitting governors, you call them children.
Right.
I don't know how many people will be called children who are old, that old, and then they will just fold their arms and smile at you and wave or something. Really. You called Wike, you called Governor Makinde, you call them children, you call them toddlers, and you think that they are going to keep quiet. Even if the rest will keep quiet, Wike was not going to keep quiet. Yes. And Wike said that we brought you from gutters. I mean, they were using such words. My concern for them, is that do they understand that optics? What it means, to the public. Are they showing the Nigerian public who are going to vote for them that they have their house put together? Right. Is Atiku not wary of this kind of presentation?
Right? That's marring his...
Exactly. Campaign is starting in a matter of weeks, matter of days.
28.
On 28th of this month, they're starting the campaign. INEC already said they're going to be releasing the list of presidential candidates, governorship candidates this month, and October. And You guys are still at this point of you resign, you don't resign, you are a child, you are children, we brought you from gutters.
Yeah.
That's where you are right now, where you should be strategizing on how to win election. APC is not doing things like this. This is what you are doing. You think people are not looking at this? Obi is moving around town doing 1 million marches.
Around the globe, Seth.
Moving around the nation. And then you are here. I mean, I think they're joking.
Do they not even realize that with this, they hamper their chances of getting power? For people who say they want to rescue Nigeria from the APC, and then you can't even show a united front within your party. We know how exactly. We know how diversified Nigeria is, and we know what our problems right now are with the different ethnicities, and we need someone that can put us together, make us feel like we really belong together. And with what's going on within the PDP, it's not good. It's not good for them. It's not good for what it's looking, and it's not even good for their chances, because who's going to want to bet on a party that cannot get its act together? It doesn't just look good. And they should know, because they've been in this game long, they should know that things like this have the chance of ruining their opportunity to actually clinch power, especially when it's a very hard-fought game as it is now. The APC would not want to lose the seat of power, so they will take whatever advantage. If it means blowing up the controversy within the PDP, they would. And Labour Party, that a lot of people think doesn't stand the chance, is also doing its best, So I would wonder why they, who claim to be real masters in the game, cannot see how this stands to their disadvantage. It is disappointing, to say the least, and it doesn't give confidence, at all.
Okay, well, we're going to open phone lines. We want to know your thoughts, your contributions. If you have any contributions to any of these stories, if you tried to call into any of our shows this week and you didn't because you wanted to react to a story that we took this week, this is your opportunity. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your contributions this morning. Number to call is 0809-155-1055. Most days, mornings, our telephone lines are jam-packed. So there are people who often tell me, I tried to call on this subject and I couldn't get through. Well, this is your opportunity. If there's a story this week that you particularly wanted to react to, would love to hear your thoughts. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's speaking, please?
Please, I want to remain anonymous.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm a medical doctor.
Go ahead.
Concerning what you discussed this morning, you see, a lot of factors is contributing to people leaving. Not only doctors, nurses, all sort of workers in federal establishments. Can you believe that we had an emergency yesterday? I don't want to mention the name of the hospital. We had an emergency yesterday. There was no light in the hospital for a patient to do investigation. One of our doctors had to escort the doctor to a private facility for investigation.
Wow.
To know whether we need to take the patient into the theater or not. If that's the way we'll be doing in this country, sorry to say, we just keep praying, God help us within this country. God do this country for us. Nothing will work. We've overprayed in this country. We need to take the right steps, right action.
This hospital you're making reference to, is it a federal government-owned hospital or a state-owned hospital?
No, let me remain anonymous. A lot of people are listening to your program.
Okay, so they can figure out if you... All right.
It is both federal and state, everywhere. That is what is making some of these private facilities thriving.
Wow.
And when people speak bad about government hospitals, whether state or private, there's a limit to which we can defend these institutions.
True. Very true. Very, very true. All right, Anonymous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, it's just a typical depiction of what the picture is like. And a lot of people want to work in environments that are healthy and conducive. A lot of our doctors don't have that.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone.
Thank you for calling in. What's your name, please?
I talked to Mr. Shea yesterday, and he was asking his guest that does federal government prescribe ASU. I think that question, I'm so sorry, it's not a right question to ask on the radio. ASU is working for the benefit of generality of Nigerians. If our population can send their voice to the foreign country to have access to better education, standard education, that's why myself that is talking to you now, that doesn't have someone that sends me to Ghana. They don't want me to have the access to that, the same standard education in my father's land. I'm asking, let the ASU go ahead. They should not renounce. They should not look back. Let them fight this final battle with the federal government. Thank you. Oluwaseun is smiling.
All right.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not sure of what when you refer to, but I think it's okay to ask questions. I know there are people, if that is in the news, then that means that people who do think that perhaps federal government maybe should prescribe ASU. So I don't think that is a bad question. I know his stance that obviously he's not for prescribing ASU, but we're broadcasters and of course we ask questions. All right, well, let's keep the calls coming through to 0809 155 1055. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yes, you're live. Good morning. What's your name, please?
My name is Ronke. I'm from Africa.
Good to have you here.
Good morning, Ronke, Chacha, Oluwaseun, Masala. I think when we are doing something, we should not forget to think about the consequences tomorrow. I think Baba Buhari has forgotten that one day he will leave that office. If he is remembered, he should have dropped the idea of no going back. There can be no going back. We have done what we want to do. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Do you remember that anytime you give marching order, it's an indication that it has failed. In the past, all the marching orders he has given, which one has produced any desirable effect? You are given order to other people for something that is on your table, that's something you should do. Which type of marching order is that? Anyway, it is well. Thank you.
All right. SB Abodere, thank you for your comments and for calling. All right. I don't think that the president has quite forgotten that he's going to leave there someday. If you recall, a few months ago, he was talking about how he can't wait to be out of office and he's probably just waiting for his time to come and go. It means he knows.
Hello. Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yes, I'm Larry.
Good morning, Larry. Go ahead.
Yeah, with regard to the funds for the maintenance of our university, I want to subscribe to the idea of phased withdrawal on the part of the government, as suggested by the man in the house. I think the government should withdraw its contribution, not totally anyway, but I believe that the sources of funds for the maintenance of our university should be diversified as much as possible, so that the contribution of the government will be limited, creating space for industries, philanthropists, and students through their school fees to also contribute. I think this will make our universities to be more autonomous and less dependent. Because it seems that our universities are 100% dependent on the government, and that is what we have seen reflected in the long struggle between the federal government and us.
All right.
It's being witnessed now.
Thank you very much.
Larry. Thanks for calling.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in. All right, let's take a couple more. 0809 155 1055. Oh, okay. All right. Unfortunately, our time is actually up. So, thanks to all of those people who have been able to get through today to share their contributions and comments. This is it from us today. But of course, there's still more coming up. At 9 o'clock, we've got Tifun Tedo. So make sure to watch out for that. We've got Economic Searchlight at 11 o'clock.
Sure.
Watch out for that as well. I'm Ronke, Giwa, Onafuwa.
Yo. I'm Oluwaseun. Have a fantastic Friday.
Thanks for being a part of our morning. I'm Charity Jerome.
Splash FM 105.5.
Hello, guys. You know, it is such a beautiful day to be grateful for that special someone in your life. Your first love. You already know who it is. It's your mom. Mom's love is priceless.